we've had a chance to catch up since the first day of pre-season. Actually, how have you found it all?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously strange, as the whole world is at this point. Football is no different. No fans, slightly different stuff to abide by in training and stuff. But I think overall it's been good. Lads have been fit. Limited injuries pre-season. And an unbeaten start, so yeah, no complaints really.
And for you personally, it must be a lot different to the last time we were in League One. You're one of the few players who experienced the last time we were here and is still here. Can you tell us a little bit about the differences, how you feel this time around?
I think the obvious difference is I've been here for 2 years now. Obviously did League One campaign last season, last time in League One I've just signed. I think there's only me, Gaz, Niall and Connor left, which is a huge turnaround in players, a huge turnaround in staff. So yeah, there's loads of differences. I think we're very settled on the football pitch of how we play, and the philosophy is clear now because we've got a manager for the full year. Again, we had a lot of new players that summer, all trying to learn new players, work each other out, whereas this year there's a lot more continuity with the players and the staff and the style of play, so I think they'd be the biggest things.
You've had a positive start to League One, still unbeaten. Would you have taken 5 points if offered them?
Yeah, I think any team getting promoted, if you'd have offered them at the start of the season, you'd say you'd be on 5 points unbeaten. I think you'd be silly not to take it. But I think there's a good frustration there that could be on 9 really. I think the Wimbledon game, that was frustrating how that one panned out. And even Saturday, I think anyone watching that game, the second half, there was only one team that was going to win it. Certainly playing in the game, that's how it felt. We were always on the front foot, had them penned in for large parts of that. They had a great start to the game, but I think the second half we were the only team pressing for the 3 points. So yeah, we would have took it, but I think there's a good frustration in there that it's not more.
But I suppose the positive side of that is obviously we've been extremely competitive in every game, and in 2 of them we've come from behind to get a result. Does that kind of epitomise the togetherness and spirit of the squad?
Yeah, 100%. I think the manager said that from day one last season when he came in. This will be the most together years will ever be, and credit to him, it's definitely, I can speak, squads I've been in, and the togetherness and the team spirit and how everyone bonds and gets on and off the pitch is the best I've ever been involved in. So that goes a long way to win football games, to the character of the players, to if we go 1-0 down, it's okay, nothing changes, we know how we're going to score, we know how we're going to play, we know how to get back in the game, and the belief is there, obviously off the back of last year getting promoted, and there's a real good togetherness and a strong belief in the squad to that we can be competitive and do well.
I suppose that's a real statement given the squads you've played in your career and the experience you've had. You played at the highest level. To say that this squad is kind of the most together you've ever experienced is quite something.
Yeah, but it's just the truth. Yeah, I've never experienced a bond with the players and the staff like this really. Yeah, of course I've still keep in touch with a lot of really close friends from other clubs, but in terms of the whole squad, everyone gets on. There's no idiots. Usually in squads you'd have a couple of lads who you just don't like, you don't speak to, but here it's not like that. I can honestly, of course you'll have more interest with certain people, but there's no one that you dislike or so yeah, for that reason I think everyone would echo that saying as well. There's not one player who you might come to lunch and you think, I'm not going to sit on that table, whereas usually at other clubs you pick and you sit by your 2 or 3 mates and that's how it is, but here it's not like that, and I'm sure every other player would echo them thoughts as well.
That's obviously massively important, but maybe particularly now more than ever because you haven't got the supporters to rely on and stuff, having that bond, that's going to get you points, isn't it? Yeah,
100%. Team spirit goes a long way, togetherness, digging in, belief, all them words or phrases, so to speak. But that's grew now over, obviously last season, the new additions have bought into it, and yeah, like you say, without the fans, that can give us an added sort of determination and aggression to get some points on the board when if we're on top, and usually the roar of the fans can get us over the line or can suck a goal in one side. That's not there anymore, so we have to do our utmost to get as many points and score and keep clean sheets as possible.
You're going to need all of that spirit and quality this weekend because you're going to Hull have had a really solid start and a really strong team at this level.
Yeah, of course, they've had a really good start and they've got some really good players. I think they've signed well this summer. but you know, we're both in League One for a reason. We're in League One because we got promoted from League Two. We were one of, if not the best team in League Two. They had a really tough run back end of last season, so they're in League One for a reason. So you know, obviously, to people on the outside, a promoted team against a relegated team, there's only one winner. But you know, we don't see it like that. We'll do our work. Next 2 days, we'll prepare right as we always do, and we'll go there with a game plan to get 3 points. We won't be going there to you know, keep it quiet and get a draw. That's not how we play. It's not how we do things. So you know, we'll be going there to pull off an upset to the outsiders, but you know, not in our dressing room.
Then after that, I think there's 7 more games in a crazy month of October. How does that feel coming into that as a player? Are you excited about that? Are you nervous? Are you worried about fitness? But tell us how you feel when you see a fixture.
I think you'd sort of expected it before the season, because obviously we started a month, 6 weeks late, and we're finishing the same day, so automatically them games were going to be crammed in, so you knew that. So we had a probably slightly tougher, longer pre-season to get you prepared for it. But I think fitness-wise, like you said, you've asked there, I think it's the best way to get fit. I think as players, every now and then you'll be like, I could do a free week here, no Tuesday game. But also, when the games come thick and fast, it's the best, especially if you're doing well, or even if you're not, you've got a game in 2-3 days to put things right to get another win. And if you're on a good run, you just want games to come every other day. You know, it's a great way of racking points up and really moving place in the league. So, like you say, we're in a good place. A lot of games coming, really exciting. I think as players, it's exciting more than thinking about anything else. You know, who knows where we can be at the end of October if we have put a good run together and keep the togetherness like I'm sure we will.
Well, we wish you luck and thanks for chatting to us.
Thanks, lads. No worries.